So continue to fill all this. There we go. And we'll take these. My storages must be getting stupid full outside. Yes, they are. Marvelous, I approve. Oh, also, I forgot when I got back here. Time for us to claim the area properly. Oh, I can't. I need to drop these off first. Right. Time for me to claim things. Now, I do believe if I go on here, edit. Yes, I can claim from here. So, oh, can I not? There we go. And then, which makes it a little bit easier for me to see what I'm doing. Yeah, and maybe down this side as well. I mean, I've got enough claims that I might as well. Now, we know that we're going to be going deeper into the mountain home. So we might as well go back this way. All the way out to this side. I don't need to claim that part. The only reason I'm claiming this part is because of the wall. And even that, actually, maybe not. And then we're going to want to claim the outside of the back there as well. I'm kind of tempted to claim this, though. Imagine that. We could just go down and have an entryway along this side. I like that, actually. Sure. I'll grab that too. Tunk. There we are. We've expanded our claim significantly. Also, I need to drop off this rabbit. We'll use campfire cooking to, well, cook it. But we're not as good as Sheilab is by a very, very large way. So we're just going to have to accept that it's going to be a bit naff. I no longer have any more room in here to place these, so I'm going to have to put them in the cart for now. And continue my cooking. Right. What can I make? I can make a campfire tiny animal. Sure. Go ahead and do that. Right, what's the problem here? Do I just not have the things that it was trying to use for it? It might be that they're a little bit too far away. Oh no, there we go. I think that was a bit of a strange one. We'll see how that one goes in a moment and come back to it, I think. But for now, we'll just continue excavating. Now, unfortunately, I'm getting to the point now where I'm really starting to suffer for the availability of room to store all of this. So we're probably going to need a new storage soon. I thought there was a player named Garned Gorn near Aavak on the map before I realized it said Charred Corn. Yeah. The map is actually a little bit difficult to read sometimes. I mean, you saw how turned around I was getting when I went to visit Sheilab in Flectus. Now, the main thing that I want to do, like the primary goal of this stream, realistically, is to get enough of a living space that when I log off, I am generating, oh dear, a decent return on skill points. Because if I do not, then I can't... when I log back on, I won't have generated many skill points, and I'm going to be starting to fall behind the curve a little bit. Not that I'm really caring about the curve, per se, but I definitely want to be able to select my next skill fairly soon. If I can get to masonry, then I can start making stone... stone furnishings. In fact, with limestone, I can make very, very nice stone furnishings. I can actually make statues, which are particularly high value items for bringing up the look of the area. Ah, okay. Calm down, game. Yep, as far as I'm aware, Sheilab buys loads of carcasses. Fish and animal. So I think the fish is a relatively recent addition. Okay. Right, what else do I want to work on? You know what? Why don't you just do that 48-second one? Move that in. There we go. You should be done fairly quickly. I am going to need charred mortar. That said, can I make mortar here without having any masonry skill at all? No. Mortared stone, masonry mortar. Okay, so I'd need sand and labor. But that masonry mortar is so good. Oh well. We'll get it eventually. So for the time being, charred mortar is where we're going to have to be at. Got a lot of materials for it, though. This will give me 400, which I would be completely okay with. So crack on with that, and it won't even take that long either. Now, somewhere around here is where I want to make the lavatory, I think. So we need to make a new room. And I bought an extra table for this reason. Alright, let's find out which of my foods is the best to eat. Fat 3 against fat 6. Actually, my fat seems to be doing well. I don't know, it's fat and carbs that both need to come up. Okay. There's protein now that is hanging up there. So we want to curb the protein where we can. Nothing here really does. No, nothing does, unfortunately. Maybe get some more carbs if we can. Well, that's not good for carbs. Let me quickly have a look in the... over here. Yeah, actually that was good. Beets will do. There we go, getting a much better balance to my diet now. Protein is still high and vitamins are still a bit high, but protein is now coming down a bit in terms of the overall balance of my diet. So that should do well. Now, once we get through here and start expanding out, we will hopefully be able to make a little room. Now, I'm suspecting that I'm not going to be able to go much further than like a 2x6. Sorry, a 2x3 rather. 2x6, my lord. Right, Box, when we get a standardized currency, will all other currencies be worthless? Not necessarily. It's hard to say, really. A currency is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. So it really does depend on what people are willing to do. You can have... See, this is the thing that someone minting a coin doesn't simply mean that all shops now trade in that currency. People have to be willing to accept that currency, and the currency needs to be backed. Having the coins there makes that significantly more likely to happen, certainly. But if the person you want to buy stuff off does not accept that currency, then no matter what it's made of, it's effectively worthless. So that you could have a pouch full of gold coins, but if really the only thing in the world that you wanted to buy is, I don't know, Inflactus's wheelbarrows, and Inflactus just flat out does not accept that currency, then that currency isn't worth anything. Fill this out. I do need these items to stop stacking up in there, really. Leafin, my currency of choice will be CO2. My currency of choice will be CO2 too. Props to all the chemists in chat who just got that. Realistically, if Leafin decides to become a super polluter, though, there's not much we can do because we're his neighbor. Grab. Do we have anything more in there? Oh, we do actually, yeah. Oh, where did they just go? Oh, there they are. Good night, somebody. Thanks for dropping by. Slowly making my way through all this food. Is there anything else cooked in here that I want to take out? Yes. There we go. Oops, these can also go in there. Our stone stockpile is now almost full. But it's time for me to place the blue. Go forward or back? Go back. Damn it. I was already swinging the second swing there. Thankfully, this does use up some of the stones that I've got lying around. Leafin, I appreciate the fact that you're going to try not to raise the sea level. As someone who is living at one of the highest elevations, it's difficult for me to express just how much that means to me. Oops. Now, will I have enough room in here? It looks like I might. Perfect. Right. Time for the loot. Tunk. We now have a toilet. And also, we need a door. Which means we also need some hewn logs. How many do we need? We need 5, of course. A bit of a pig's ear there, but that'll do. Moon's out in force. Or is that the meteor? No, that's the moon. Very pretty. Yes, indeed. Aavak trusts the sentiment so much he lives on top of a mountain. Yep. Clear night. Shall we wait for sunrise? Can probably get my chair going now. What? Oh, there's too much. There's not enough room. Vexing, but okay. I need more storages, frankly. Sun is coming up. And collect. There we go. Hewn door, please. Pretty. Red sky at morning. Shepherd's warning. As the person who lives in what is basically Florida of this world, I would love it if you didn't reach sea level. Yeah. There we go. Here comes the sun. Now, while we're waiting for the sun to rise properly, just because I can, how many peeps in chat have seen the first face I did today of Apico? That is actually super pretty. So does Eco have that as a feature? I only remember that being pushed a while back as the ecological thing. What, the sea levels rising? I don't think they actually do. I don't think there's any ice caps. At 3 a.m. Critter, I did a first taste video on my main YouTube channel of a game called Apico. Let's move you in here. Sit in the corner there. I need another... Who's out there? Hello. Hi. Welcome. Oops. Hold on. I need the torch. Collect. I need a torch holder. And a bunch of torches. Torch stand. And then probably 3 torches as well. Actually, you know what? Let's make a bunch. 10 torches. There we go. Thunk. Okay, starting to get some decent experience from my house, from my mountain home. Sure. You're actually going to have it really hard to drop that off anyway. Let me give you access to the cart. It's about the only thing that I've got that has any... there we go. That has any free inventory space in it. The fires of Liefendom will spread, and the forests of Lamcalur and Lady Shilab will burn, and all that was once great and good in this world will be gone. There won't be a Shire, Pippin. Belial, I love that. Absolutely love it. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. This is really good food. Oh, it's going to be so good. My goodness, thank you so much. That is going to be amazing. I shall. Thank you ever so much. Wasn't there. We've got beet campfire salad, a myriad of plants that makes a healthy and odd blend. 11 vitamins, but 900 calories. 4 fat, 5 protein, 8 carbs, and wild stew. 12 vitamins, 1100 calories, 8 carbs, 2 protein, 6 fat. Somebody helped cook it. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. May have to swing by and do some trading. You know what? I'm going to grab this whole redwood stack and put it in the campfire. I feel super bad, but I'm going to do it anyway. Right. Let's go and grab this punk. Oh, with this, I'm going to have a little bit more going. I mean, just try not to think too much about the fact that I'm putting torches and campfires in what's effectively an unventilated room. This one, okay. The toilet, no. The fact that I put the toilet in an unventilated room, yeah, no. Bad times. Bad times. On the plus side, though, I guess I could make it a ventilated room. I need to rise the ceiling a bit, but I can do that. Yeah. Let's give peeps, you know, something to look at while they're pooping. A portal to the outside world. There we are. Lovely. We even actually expand this room a little bit more. No, I don't think we need to. But I do want the ceiling to be a bit higher. Not a big fan of being having such low ceilings. What if there were orcs nearby? And someone needed to toss one of the dwarfs. But they couldn't because the ceiling was too low. And the dwarf just kept smacking their head against it. That would be terrible. Hey, leave in. Yes, I'm living in a cave in this game. But to be fair, on the server that we just finished playing on the server that this server is now replacing, I lived on. I had a wooden house. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the amount of skill points we're getting from the house now. I'm almost up to 40. And considering how basic my setup is, that's reasonably impressive, at least to me. Alright, let's drop these off. Now I need to do something with all of this, though. And that part's the tricky one. Now, let's have a quick look at the housing. So, my straw bed is giving me 2. The hewn table and hewn bench giving me 1 each. And the torch 0.8. The wooden latrine 1.5. The hewn table 1. And the torch 0.8. So, the room value was soft capped from 3.3 to 2.76 due to materials. 16% reduction. But in the main room, the room was soft capped from 4.8 to 3.3 due to the materials. 31% reduction. So I can get a lot more out of this if we build out of better materials. And that is what I'm hoping we're going to be able to do very, very soon. I mean, ultimately, I could just clad everything in wood, but nothing feels more traitorous to me right now. No. That will not be happening. What will be happening, though, is this. Where is the mortared stones? There we are. So, we're going to want, I don't know. Well, we don't have enough, but we are going to. I want 100 mortared stones. 3,000 labor. My lord. But we want it, so let's pop it in. Thunk. I'm going to be so hungry. I am very, very hungry right now. It is true. Right, let's gobble that down, then gobble this down, then gobble that down. Protein and fat are fairly good, but vitamins is much better, so we need some carbs. This one. There we go. And then continue working. Yep. Collect that torch. Okay, so at this point, I really do need to just get these random mods and swords out of the storages. Because they are sincerely making it difficult for me to store anything, really. I hadn't considered that torches take up an entire spot by themselves. That's a bit of a pain. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I could, of course, make a chest. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Oh, how much does it cost me to make a chest? Storage chest? Fairly easy. In fact, I could have 2 of them if I really wanted to. Yeah. I'm going to move them up in importance. Plonk that one there. There we go. They should be able to finish that fairly quickly. And that's going to make everything so much easier for me. Oh, take care, Lazarus. Thank you very much for dropping by. Enjoy protecting the island /world. Good night to all of you dapperlings. Good night. We'll try and protect it. From leafing, mostly. I want more carbs. Let's continue to build that up a little bit. There we go. 40.5. Yes. Okay, so every day I'm getting 40.45 skill points, which means this time tomorrow I'm probably going to have gained 2 skill levels and be able to spend it on 2 specializations. Furthermore, any kind of work that I'm doing right now, the mining, I'm getting 40.5 times as much experience for that. Let's have a look at how that's going. I'm still a wee baby miner, it seems. Yeah, well, actually, I'm making my way to level 2. Got one person at level 3. Sandman's all the way at level 3. Nice. Annie and Crafty and Future Planet are all at level 2. As is Lagapotamus. In terms of the wood crafting, how many people are... Oh, got a lot. Some's at level 4. Lord Dinokin is a level 4 logging. Wow. 2 people are carpenters, Inflectus and Tyrion, both level 3. Everyone's really going for that right now. Everyone kind of needs it. Basically, leveling up any speciality gains this. So the more you can do whatever speciality you've got, the better it's going to be for you, ultimately. Right, let's have a look. Can I collect anything yet? Yes, I can. Perfect. Right, now with this, I'm going to be able to do quite a lot of things. First and foremost, pop that there. We now have a new place to store all of the torches that this area is going to make use of. I would like my torch posts to be allowed to make use of them. There we go. Good, good, good. That one can drop in there as well. Okay, that's very nice. Let's make sure that is actually being fed. Good, good, good. Yep. All right. That is going to make things much easier for me now. There's a lot of random odds and ends that I've been storing in the various other stockpiles that I can now bring into this one. The tiny stockpile, it's still not a bad idea to have things stored in there, honestly, but a lot more stuff can now be brought in. Seeds, for example. I don't suspect that I'm going to be making any kind of farm with this character. I'm again, we're much more focused on just on more realistic divisions of our labor. We don't have a lot of options, so we do need to be a little bit more frugal with how we spend our points, which is a very, very big change from how it was on the previous server. Very big change. Let's put those in there as well. Okay. Starting to see more mortar being stored up. Good, good, good. Plenty of fuel there. You know what? Burn through that first if you can. And there we are, the second chest. Honestly, this one doesn't need to be placed down just yet. I think we're good for now. Yeah, I think we're probably good for now. All right. Continuing on with the expansion then. So that's the lavatory. We'll eventually make it even better. Next up, we want a bedroom. Then I can move this into said bedroom to create a dedicated room, and then we'll have a general room, and then the last room that I'm going to need is a kitchen. Now, initially, this is this is meant to be an entryway for the mountain homes and going through, and then we'll climb higher up. But this initial area will be fine for now. That's incredibly kind of you, Anubitao. That's really, really kind of you. I see that capitalism has not infected everywhere on the server yet. Maybe we don't need to go to space. Or maybe we do want to still go to space. Can I drop that off? No, I cannot. Much sadness. Okay, well, start dropping them off in here then instead. There you go. I think the molded stone should... No, it can't. It can't fit down there. It's a large item. I'll do. Well, people recommend this as a solo experience. Well, before we got the dapperlings server up and running, the one that we were all playing on prior to resetting it and me streaming this now, we were playing. I was playing on a solo server, and I was actually having a whale of a time. You do need to play it on the no or very low collab difficulty setting, so your skill gain is massively increased. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to do it. Not unless you spend a very great deal of time working on that. So you like either turn the meteor off, or you have it like, yeah, it's going to get here in 500 days. But you can play this as a solo experience, yep. And it can be... I certainly enjoyed it, at the very least.